Hey kiddos, I'm Miss Friends, and we are going to do our project that goes with the Snail Trail book. And the snail was looking for his Matisse portrait. So we're going to start out with a square of white paper. If you have a rectangle, you can have somebody help you cut off the edge so that it's a square. It does not need to be perfect. Then we are going to make an orange border just like the snail has here. If you struggle and need some more help, teachers, paras, you could start out with an orange square instead of a white square for those students. But otherwise, I would recommend going the route that I'm about to go. So I had 8x11s. I've got the whole rainbow here. Quarter it up. Everybody will get a set of colors so we don't have to cross-contaminate. If you're at home, since I'm the e-learning teacher, we don't need to worry about that. But this will also be shared with people who are doing art in school. Now, we need 4 edges to make our square. Get your scissors. It can be a thin line or it could be wider. If it's a little bit curvy, don't get sad about it. So I'm going to do as good of a job as I can cutting 4. And I'm going to cut them all from the same side because that's how I'm going to make a square. They need 4 equal edges. All right. And 3. And 4. If we have a perfectionist in the house, you can take a ruler, have the ruler stand up right here, go to the corner, line it up just right, and you'll go like whoop with the pencil. Then you're going to line it up at the bottom and on your pencil line again. Whoop. Make sure you get 4 right here and right there. And then you can cut those on the line, or I thought I had some pre-cut. You could also have pre-cut if you've got a paper cutter. So I'm going to set that up over here. Now I'm going to make my frame. So I've got a glue stick. And you can do it on the paper like this, or take a sort of like a scrappy, yucky surface that you don't care about. One that can be wiped up. And go like that. Then I'm going to steamroll it. Get it on there really nicely. So I have my top piece. Now I'm going to do my next piece here. Get all the edges. And match it up right there as good as I can to make the corner a nice square corner, a right angle, 90 degrees. Whoopsies. Here we go with our third side. You can pick it up just like that. Match it up to a corner, make another 90-degree corner. And here comes my last piece, so my square will be complete. Boop. Let's see how well I made. Oh, pretty good. It almost matched up. So now I've got my square. Put my lid on while it's waiting. Snap. That means it's on all the way. Now, I forgot to put my name on here, and artists sign their name on the front. That's so you know who made the art. So I'm going to go bottom right corner, and I'm going to write Miss Friends. That's my signature, little apostrophe 20, so we know what year I made it, in case I do wind up super duper famous and people will know when I made my art. Now, the next part, we saw lots of shapes in all different colors, and Matisse loved to make art by cutting out shapes and pasting them down. That was called collage. So you can have your scissors, and we're going to do mostly 4-sided shapes, sort of squares and rectangles, and if they're not perfect, that is just fine. There goes one. I just cut 2 shapes that are very, very similar. I'm going to think about how to have variety and not make them all the same. And if you're like, Miss Friends, what is variety? Then think about if you go to Costco and you get a variety box of chips. Are they all Cool Ranch Doritos? I would love it if they were. But you're going to probably get some nacho cheese and some Frito-Lays and I don't know, Funyuns or something. Probably no one eats Funyuns. But a variety means not all the same. So it's still paper, they're still shapes, but they're not going to be the same size and the exact same shape. We just want them to have 4 edges. Oh, I like this one up here. I'm going to try to kind of cut like that. And it's not even a perfect line. Okay. But I don't need to copy. Maybe I could even close the book so that I'm not tempted to copy. I did remember there's a blue rectangle, but I really like pink, so I want to make my big rectangle pink. I'm trying to kind of keep my scraps sort of close by each other so that I don't have a big mess for the recycling later. And then I can just start playing with these. Maybe they can go on top of there. Maybe if you love rainbow, you could do them in a rainbow order. I super duper love rainbows. Let's see, that's a pretty big one. I don't know if I want the big one with the big one, but I do like the overlapping. Let's see here. Make a smaller one. I'm gonna take my red back and do a little baby piece. My little baby Josie is coming in to interrupt my lesson. Josie, I'm doing an art lesson. Will you please go finish your snacks in the yard so that I can...
Mommy, can you help me with the little phone?
Here's Josie. You can have it back when I'm done. So we are going to go play in the yard for a few minutes. Thank you. Sorry for the interruption. And I'm going to have another really little one. I think that's pretty good. I wish I had kids in real life to tell me where to put the rest of my pieces. Now, if I want them to stay in a place pretty close to where they are, I'm going to have to do little baby moves. Get my glue back open. And then start my gluing again. I want to make sure I get the edges. The middle's not as important. And then I'm going to start going and steamrolling. I did not put the lid back on because I am trying to make some fast moves here right now. Picked it up again. I've noticed that I'm not putting them in the exact same spots where I thought they were going to be the first time, but that is okay. Don't stress over it. Maybe here. And my green, I started doing a little bit of rainbowish order. Some overlapping, they can go on top of each other. Let's see here. I did like my pink down in the rectangle. Now I've just gotten rid of everything. Who knows if I'll remember where they all started. The pink one is going to have a little white around it. And if I steamroll it, the edges won't come up. If the edges don't come up, the glue stick is doing a really good job. That means that you glued perfectly. And I saw my orange wasn't done perfectly, so I'm just going to cover it up with the purple one. Let's see here. There's a lot of open space. I think that area needs to have something in there. We're going to try this big blue shape. And if your teacher or your parents have a work mat, or maybe a big, like a paper bag from the grocery store, you could do your gluing on that. It works really nicely, and you can recycle it at the end, unless you have a work mat. Pick it up again. It's not too sticky yet. I sort of like that. Like that one. Roll it. And the turquoise rectangle. Let's see here. There weren't any vertical. Vertical is straight up and down. And the brown one. Uh-oh, it's starting to get really sticky there. Let's see. And again, I wish I had some kiddos to say, Miss Friends, you should add one here or add one there. I don't have any super duper skinny pieces. So before I finish, I think I might add a really skinny long blue one. And I'm gonna move it up here a little bit. I'm not gonna put the same colors right next to each other. That'll help create some movement and balance. Uh-oh. Ooh, 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 ooh. If this is happening, ask an adult for help. I got a little too glue crazy. I feel like I need a little bit of dark down there. How about one more little square guy? See how that works. Whoop. Josie, are you trying to help me? Josie's my little girl. She's 3. I'm going to go right there. Mrs. Altenberg's in the back too. I'm going to ask her, what do you think? Do you think I need more or do we have pretty good variety?
I think it looks good.
Okay, I think we're going to...
Josie, does it look good?
We're going to call it done, and I hope everybody has so much fun working on their Matisse project. Make the snail proud.